I have an angel on my shoulder, but a devil in my head.
Okay, so this whole topic started because I posted a video in our little group production chat where I don't know if any of you guys know it, but Cam Newton's wife went on Shanda Body's podcast talking about her not wife, excuse me, girlfriend. He's not married. His girlfriends went on this podcast talking about like how she likes to take care of Cam, like that's her man, like she wants to cook for him, clean for him, basically do everything under the sun for him. His happiness is everything. If she feels sad, she's gonna go in the shower and cry about it. She's gonna take anal whether she like it or not because it makes him happy, right? And it was the whole idea that the internet took a really like a lot of people went in on her saying like you're just submissive, and her defense is like she doesn't mind being submissive to her man, like his happiness is paramount, over his, but his happiness is still paramount. And interesting to me, at least, it was more, which is a whole nother conversation we don't have to have today, which was the whole, like, it was mostly Black women, because she's a Black woman, who were like, how could you submit to this man? Because Cam is, we know, a cheater, but how could you, and it brought me to, within the same group, this article that we have up came up, where there's this lady who lives in Detroit. She believes that women should be stay-home wives. Almost the same concept of like, yes, I believe in other extreme femininity. I believe that there are women out there who want to stay home, take care of their men, make them really happy, do their clothes, make their meals, like have the house smelling good. And again, when this article is posted in it's actually one of my Black anime groups. Funny thing, like, let me tell you, like, oh my God, again, women going in on her, like, how could you be like talking about women should stay at home and take care of their wives? To me, it was very interesting because you have two scenarios, right? One scenario where this girl is like, I'm sad and I cry in the shower and I take anal reluctantly by someone to take care of my boo. But then you have this woman here who's like, I love my life. This avenue gave her voice, right? She makes money on doing lifestyle coaching and courses, and she's a speaker, so it's not that she doesn't have a job, because she made this lifestyle her job. And she's like promoting actual like learning how to communicate openly with your husband, yourself. Like, she's advocating like all these things for women that put women up. And never does she say, I believe all women should stay at home. She just says, I believe that for women who want to stay home.
That was my big question.
Yeah, like
she's not really saying all women should stay home.
No, she's like, it's not for everyone. But it still became an outrage. And the way this links to kink is, for those of you who don't know, there is a huge, I say it's huge because it has its like extreme versions of this and light versions of this. But some people like protocol. Some people like 24/7 slaves.
Yeah, 24/7. The DS lifestyle.
Yeah, like lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Then you have this subgroup of people, they call it the 1950s lifestyle, where they want this type of household. They want a 1950s run household. And the person who stays home doesn't always have to be a woman, it could be your cross-dressing husband, or it can be your house husband, and some guys want to be house husbands. They don't want to be out there working. They're okay with but they still want to do the whole, like, you come home, dinner's made, like the house is clean, the kids are taken care of. It's a 1950s household. Even in our community, people are like, oh, how could you do this? Like, you're putting down women. I'm just like, but, it doesn't have to be a fetish, but I think it's very interesting. She makes mad money off of it.
It is a business. I think we need to talk about that part.
Yeah, and the lifestyle, I mean, it's a kink. I don't know, is it count as a kink or a fetish, but people are into it. Like, if I was rich enough and I had a house, whoever at home, that like my house is taken care of, fuck it. And if somebody wants me to stay at home and bake cookies all day, I'd probably kill myself. But I would do it if I could have my own side business.
I have questions.
But yeah,
let's talk about the business thing. Because
Yes.
that was one of my first things too. I'm like, this you're running what sounds like
You're echoing.
very successful business, right? And within this business, you're saying that you're the stay-at-home wife, but really you're a work-from-home wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
She found but that's part of her courses though, right? So if you go onto her, it's called Wife
Styles.
Yeah, Wife Styles. She has even a
TheWifestylesAcademy.com.
Yep. So if you go even into her like courses, she even has a course on how to help you like get streams of income, like side businesses. So I feel like even though she's promoting the stay-at-home thing, she does acknowledge that people still may want to generate their own income. Like she has a whole course on it. So
she has quite expensive courses.
Yes, but I feel like in the most extreme, like, or not extreme, but in the DS sense, there are most of these people aren't making like, you know, they're just stay at home.
So in the sense of what you were talking about, the 1950s
household
sub-community, sub-kink, is that are they, when they say 1950s, that was literally all you do is take care of the house.
Yes.
Right? There is no other this and that. Question, how did men respond?
Oh, so it was really so for her stuff when it was posted, I went from like the in-group responses and then the main, because it's always usually like, forward it into your group or whatever. There was some guys were like LOL and like, and this is why, and then women talk about they want to, like you have those guys. There were some guys who were like, fuck it, like if I make enough money, like some of the guys are really positive. They're like, if I make enough money and the house is taken care of and the kids are taken care of, fine. But then you have the guys who are like, I'm not supporting nobody because they're just see it as like you're staying at home doing nothing, right? But it was mostly still negative. And most of the negativity coming from women. I jumped in the comments and my only comment was like, y'all didn't read the article because it was like, she's forcing her agenda on people. She's trying to make money off people. And I just took like clips from her article where she said, this is not for everyone. Like I realized that, women don't have a way to advocate for their voice. And that's what she
talked about. I thought that was one of the most interesting things that I read in that article was that piece where she's like, I'm trying to teach women how to gain their voice, because that's something I believe a lot of women do not know they have a voice, and of course by default they don't know how to use that voice, right?
And I'm curious, what does she mean by that?
I don't know, because there's paywalls behind things, so I couldn't
women don't know how to use their voices.
I was trying to find like a syllabus or something for her courses, but you can't
like
stuff,
I'm not gonna bake you cookies unless you
Well, she said it in the sense that a couple of senses. So she said your sexual needs.
Yeah, she did.
Learning how to express your sexual needs to your partner, your emotional needs, your different needs that you have that a lot of women, they don't speak. Because she said one of the things about housewives they are become so focused on making sure he's good that they lose themselves. Right? And so she's saying within that's very unhealthy, right? You can't lose yourself in this whole mix, because in the end, I've seen it a lot. You see women who have run that life, and then once the kids are gone out the house, they're like,
what the fuck do I do?
What the fuck do I do?
Or who am I?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Right? So one of the things she's pushing for is to help women cultivate their inner voice, to advocate for themselves, I guess is what you would say, right? Within their relationships.
Yeah, I like if what's to say, if you like it, I love it. it's like, but I feel.
But why are people not only within the because it's absolutely strange. I agree with you. Absolutely strange to hear blowback within the lifestyle community where we have these dynamics. It's completely mind-boggling to hear that people don't get it.
Was it a lifestyle group though that was?
Well, the lifestyle group, it's not anyone in there, because you know how FetLife is. If you join a group, it's not really people joining to be like opposing about it,
Yeah.
but just talking or like posting in some Facebook lifestyle groups or just like articles like this, you get blowback of like, it's funny because we should be like open to we're okay with people shitting in people's mouths in the middle of the daytime, but we're not okay with someone just because they see it as, and this is gonna sound, I don't know if I'm saying it right, they just see it as.
But where in the lifestyle were people poo-pooing this? I thought this or being negative about it.
The initial me find this article is not in a lifestyle group. It was just in a one of my anime. The Facebook groups. Group. So then you had a lot of people talking about it, but within that group, we have people in our community who are in that group. I'm not the only open lifestyle. Anime. Yeah, I'm not the only lifestyler in that particular group. In a lot of groups, you have a lot of things that may come across, and then we start coming out the woodwork because, and you can tell by the words people are using. Some of them are saying, like some of the women who were defending her were like, this is a consensual relationship. You know, she is choosing this. This has been communicated. This is an agreement between her and her husband. Like, why are you guys getting mad at her? And, you know, people like me also going in there and coming and using terminology that I would typically keep for lifestyle stuff. But outside of this, on FET, there are forums or groups like this who want this 1950s household or 24/7 live in submissives, or that 24/7 lifestyle relationship where someone does stay home.
I have an angel on my shoulder, but a devil in my head.